orphan that has no relationship with anyone on the outside of that orphanage is an orphan who is stuck in a position and a pattern of hopelessness. If all that they know is what is inside that orphanage, then their worldview is extremely, extremely limited, and their perspective of what can be beyond that orphanage is nearly nothing. Very few of the orphans that we work with, when we initially begin building relationships with them, envision anything more than possibly surviving in life. As we begin to relate with them, as we begin to show them what our lives look like outside of the orphanage, what hard work looks like, what valuing education looks like, what being a person of integrity looks like, they begin to see that there are possibilities beyond what they've seen in that orphanage. In our work right now, we believe that three things do set us apart from other ministries. The first thing is that we're seeing that what we're doing is sustainable. More and more, we're finding local resources to answer the local problem of the orphan crisis in Russia, in Ukraine, in Belarus. Second of all, we're seeing that truly a movement has begun. It's now part of the lifestyle of local Russian leaders to be involved in this process, not just when the people who run the organization are in town or their Russian director is breathing down their neck, but they're doing it when nobody is around. They're doing it when it gets dark at 4:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday and they don't get off work till 6 o'clock and it takes an hour to get out to the orphanage, but they know those three girls are waiting for their mentor to come and to read with them, to pray with them, to tutor them in their academic endeavors, and to spend that critical time with them. The third thing is lasting change. It's not us now just working with first-generation orphans or first-generation mentors. We now have orphans that we've worked with in the past who are now becoming mentors to orphans that we're working with now. We have mentors that have been mentored by us or our U.S. staff directly who now are recruiting, mentoring, and training the next generation of orphans that are providing these critical relationships to the orphans that God has entrusted to them. A lot of those mentors early on came to us as non-Christians. They came to faith as part of our ministry and now are some of the strongest leaders in our ministry. Ruslan is very fond of saying to his volunteers, Russians, this is a Russian problem. Foreign Christians can help, but we must solve it. When you have that kind of buy-in from your national leaders, you don't want to take that away from them. And what we've started to do now is let them do the first step. Rob, YouthReach, we've done this much. What can you do to come under us and help us complete this task? And that happens in the area of training and equipping, that happens in the area of vision and strategy, and it also happens in the area of finances. We no longer fully finance the ministry of what we're doing in our host countries. We supplement what they cannot do themselves. When the kids themselves tell me that they are being impacted by the programs, by the services, by the culture that we've created, the mentoring culture that we've created, that's when I know that what we're doing has gone beyond just a plan or a program. It's now a movement. That's how I know what we're doing is creating lasting impact.